What's up, everybody? What's going on? Sorry. I know I'm late. I know we're not going to probably have a lot of the regulars. I know a lot of people have to work. I know. I fucked up. I got stuck in the jale and I had to accept it, bro, because I need money. So that's my bad, everybody. I don't know. I thought I had, I thought I had it all worked out to be here on time. I know, but a lot of people were wanting, the paperwork we talked about yesterday. But I still got it, by the way. We're going to do it. We're going to see it. I just wanted I was hoping that it'd be more people to see it, but it's all right. Here we are. It's the core. Here we are. What's up, everybody? Let me get to these comments, and I will tell you guys a little something. RJ, Cubo Chronicles Familia. What's up, Cricket? Are you starting this late? Yes, I am, bro. I had no choice in the matter. It was either that or not at all, and I didn't want to just not come on. So I'm like, well, as late as I go, I go. But I don't know. Hopefully, because we're so close to Christmas, maybe people don't work tomorrow. Tomorrow is, or is it today? No, today is Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, some shit like that. So either way, it's my bad. I apologize. It doesn't happen on a regular. I don't know. It was better than nothing, so I came on. I'd be feeling weird if I didn't, because believe it or not, these conversations are I like them. I think they help me. So Master 9. Yes, we are ready for that. Everyone hit that like, said RJ. Gracias. What's going on, Cricket from 480C? What's up, bro? I thought you got to cancel tonight. Nah, like I said, I was, but I'm like, man, I could come on. It was just gonna be late. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not gonna cancel and not do it at all. I pretty much gave my word to YouTube, you guys, that I was gonna be doing these every night, pretty much. And some things may happen where I can't. That's happened before one time, and it just don't feel right. You know what I mean? Not if I tell you. I'd rather tell you like today. I'll say, hey, bro, I'm not gonna come on tomorrow, guys. Then it's cool. But just all day to be normal, and then me to say not that my shit's that important. I'm sitting there acting like you guys give a fuck, but either way, I give a fuck about what I say, and so I'm gonna try and do what I say. And I said I was gonna be here every night, doing this. If I can't make it, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. That was not enough ahead of time for me to tell you guys no, and I knew I could. I just had to do it late. So Spencer. Hey now, said Tom Dorfer. What's up, brother? RJ said, I think Cricket was just busy and had to work, but he's gonna come on in a bit. Yeah, that was it. Tom Dorfer, hey now. RJ, I think, what the hell? Did I just read that? Oh, I went right back. Carlos Zamora, run, Rudolph, beat it like a merry-go-round. Run, Rudolph, Santa got to make it to town. Damn, Carlos, you just made me sing. Fairy the Snowman is fairy tale. Frosty the Snowman was as live as could be. Hey, kid. Sorry, I put the Ethernet cord in. So, my bad. And I had to get my son to shut the hell up. Frosty the Snowman. Oh, Maruca's probably watching. I'm just kidding, babe. Buenas noches, Chronicles familia. Johnny Chinga. What's up, Johnny? 480 Seat Town. What's up with the emojis? Carlos Zamora. Frosty will be back Sunday. 480 Seat Town. Let's do a 3-hour show, Crick. Now, hell no. We can't do that for sure. We'll be here till 3 in the morning, bro. Everybody, we're not gonna do. I'm not gonna do that to people. Merry Christmas, Chronicle family. The tamales are nice and hot. Damn, for real. Have a good night, Chronicle family. I'll have to catch this tomorrow. Have a good program. All right, brother. Carlos, you have a good night. I figured, I know we're not gonna have. There's only 22 people in here now, but it's 22 important people. That's the core right there. It's everybody. It's the core, and the ones that didn't make it, I'm not saying you're not the core, bro. Maruca said, hey, everyone. Hope everyone is good. Watch out. I got a surprise, everybody. Here is a surprise. I got Gargamel on the show.
Whoa!
There he is.
Yeah, look. Hey, and it's all it's an accident that I'm here tonight.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
I know it's 1 o'clock. I gotta get up in a couple hours to go to work.
He thought it was yesterday, guys. I told him you were in the club.
Yeah. Hey, that was a surprise. She said, "Hey, let's go out to eat." And then after that, she says, "Come on, we're going to the strip club." Don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah.
So she took me out, had a couple of drinks, and stayed out till about maybe 2:30.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So did you watch yesterday's show at all?
No.
So I promised to show some paperwork to people. We were talking about Cabezon first, and I showed the newspaper articles of his stuff, right? I don't know if you've seen it. Just so you're on board to what we're talking about, I was telling them that, basically what we say all the time, this Halle is the clica is a favoritism thing. It's, it's not really about what you do and all that. That's part of it. But at the end of the day, favoritism rules out, right? If people like you, if you got somebody that's in that position up there that can speak up for you, you're golden. And the fact that Cabezon got made is obviously because of his deal. The problem is you can't tell me his deal didn't know about stuff like this. So first of all, this is the original newspaper article where they bust them, right? And then it goes on to this one where it says, I'll read it. Mitchell and Vasquez, the detectives, were dispatched to interview Rivas. Upon arrival, even before we had a chance to knock, Vasquez said Rivas could be heard bragging about making the hit on the Curtis residence. So they went to go knock, bro, and they hear the idiot in there saying, yeah, man, I blasted that shit. What's up? You want to come on the next one, right? Rivas' 12-gauge pump-action shotgun with 2 live shells was lying nearby. It was found inside the house. Lying nearby was found inside the house. Through interrogation, Rivas led detectives to 3 other individuals who allegedly had helped him. Rivas and Juan Velasquez were booked into Madison Street Jail on aggravated assault charges. The other 2 suspects, both 17, were being detained in, let me see, get this banner off real quick, in juvenile facilities on similar charges. So basically, Cabezon told who was with him on the drive-by, right? Got
right.
them. You telling me that's his sister's kid? He didn't know after this article. It was a big deal too, because if you look at this, shit, cancel that. If you look at this, Rivas became one of the first. Ah, damn it! I keep putting this up. The first. What did it say? Rivas became one of the first reputed gang members arrested in Operation Safe Streets, a pilot program that the Phoenix Police Department kicked off on Monday. So he gets busted for this. And it's in the newspaper. It's Crow's sister's son, and he doesn't know that this happened and that the dude told. No one showed him the newspaper that day where his son's face was on it. So that tells me, or should tell everybody, how the favoritism part works. They made this dude and gave him rank. He ended up getting rank too.
Yeah, he got, what was he, a lieutenant?
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
And never did shit really, just because of his uncle. And on top of not doing shit, there was that on him. That's what ultimately got him kicked out the Ranfla. But he should have never been in.
Right.
His uncle had to have seen and knew that. Why would he let that shit go and bring him into something where the potential for him to tell again was there? And he chose him over Jaime on that case, even though Jaime was a carnal and Cabezon wasn't.
Yeah.
And I don't care if that's your nephew or not. You supposedly made an oath saying the carnales come first.
Yeah. That just explains it all. I mean, there's so much more.
I'm about to show it. So I came down with some paperwork, bro.
Oh, shit.
I'm about to show it. on Cuervo. And watch, I'll show you right now. Let me get these comments real quick before we get out of hand.
Hey, somebody just made a comment. Bubba Mesa made a comment about Rosario getting killed in Buckeye.
I don't know about that.
He said, "Hey, Chop, did Cricket tell you that your homie Rosario got killed in 2 years ago in Buckeye?"
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know he died, but I didn't know it was inside and that he got hit, to be honest with you. Maybe we talked about it. That's why he says the Cricket tell you, because I don't remember the specifics.
All right. Yeah, I don't.
Let me see. Hola, Chop. Chile, hey, girl. Cubo Chopper. Look at that. Happy vato right there. Papa Chop, said Bubba Mesa.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Chopper. Glad to see you, bro, from RJ. Chopper, Cubo Carnal. Yay, from Goyo.
So let me explain to everybody why I'm up. Okay. So, Emma got me up to go to the bathroom at around 12 o'clock. 12:15. So I get up, go outside, shut the door, go outside. And when I come back, my door won't open. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to unlock. I know I didn't lock it, and it was jammed shut. So me, when I first moved in, my damn criminal thinking was like, I better leave the window open just in case something happens, so I could just break in.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to break the damn screen out, lift the window up, and crawl in the window. And I had to take the handle off, and it was all bent. The inside was bent, so it was jammed. And I was like, what the fuck? I was out there like 30 minutes trying to get in.
Wow.
Like a pendejo. And I know, and it's but
where are the keys?
There's no keys. It's a
oh, and it just wouldn't work.
No, it was jammed because you know what the piece that goes inside the door.
Yeah.
Okay. There's two little clips on one on top and one on the bottom. One of the clips was bent up, so it wasn't popping the door open.
Oh.
So I just clamped it back shut, and it works good now. It works better than it ever did.
Crazy. Mastodon. Yeah. So you sat out there for 30 minutes just waiting for and then you realized you had left the window open.
No, I was trying to get the damn screen out. I broke the screen.
Oh. Hey, when you leave, there's holes in the carpet, screen is busted.
Oh, check this out. So I went a couple weeks ago, I went down the street and applied for an apartment myself. And it's been about 2 weeks. And they're real nice apartments. They're 1 bedroom and 2 bedrooms. And for hell of a lot cheaper. The 1 bedroom is $540 and the 2 bedroom is $640.
Damn.
So I had put down what is it, a deposit of $250. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna call and see, because I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. And I called today and she told me, yeah, you got approved. I said, yes. And she said by mid-January I can move in. So I need to get some money. I need at least $1,100 to move in.
That's good though.
Hell yeah. And she's gonna give me a 2 bedroom. So I'm gonna have a 2 bedroom, and I'm gonna be even paying less over there, even with water and electricity. I'll be paying less than $810.
Fuck.
I'll be paying like maybe let me see, $640 plus maybe another 120 maybe.
That's like Phoenix prices back before I got torcido.
Yeah, I was like, what? I mean, they're like there's 4 big ass buildings, and they're 3 stories, and they're like big ass long hallways, and you got apartments all along the hallways inside.
Yeah,
but they're nice. They're the apartments. They're hooking them up, and the 2 bedrooms are huge, man. They're like 3 of this right here. I mean, one of these is like one of them rooms in there. You got 2 bedrooms. You got a big ass living room, a nice kitchen. You got closets.
Is it furnished, or you got to get your own?
I'm gonna get my own furniture, but that ain't shit. I know a lot of places that give free furniture, so I'm gonna go out and get me sofa and tables and chairs and shit, and all this shit in here. I'm taking all this shit with me too. Fuck these people.
You stupid.
Yeah. All the dishes and the pots and pans and the everything. I'm taking everything and bailing next month. They keep my $800 anyway, so
probably, yeah.
Oh, I know they are because I ain't gonna get it back. You know, the apartment's not in my name,
Oh yeah.
so
What's good, everybody? What's up, Cricket from Phoenix 602? What's up, bro? Yeah, Mastodon, it's coming. What's good, everybody? What's up? Oh, I just did that. Bubba Mess says, shit, we were on later when you took us to work with you at that creepy hotel. I know, right? It helps all of us for real. I be thinking more positive, said Beezer.
yeah.
Are you, Cricket? Hope everything is good with you, said Ray Diaz. Firme, bro. It's firme.
Yeah.
Beezer, me too, bro. I'm gonna have a surprise for you guys here quickly.
What about
RJ,
you? Can I get a surprise?
nah, you be going clubs and shit.
Shay, that was for free.
RJ said this show is not that. I ain't got that kind of surprise for for them. This show is therapeutic for me. He said, I love chilling with my homies I never met. LOL, said Bubba. You're not the only one. It helps me too, said Ray Diaz. RJ Kiwa Carnal. I know, Bubba, it's a trip when a group of vatos trying to do better helps stay positive. What's up, Mr. Goyo? I see you, bro. Beezer, yes, sir. I agree, said Bubba Mesa. Mr. Goyo, throw the emojis up, or what are them called? Emojis? Yeah, right.
Emojis.
Emoji. Chele, hola, fam. Hello, Chele RJ. What up, Chele Beezer? Chele, how you doing? Bubba Mesa. Chele, hola, Jovan. Hola, Chop.
Yo, everybody. Yep, I'm surprised appearance way past my bedtime.
Chele said, hey, don't let them fool you guys, man. Check it out. It's way past his bedtime for us, but the club can get all his time.
Hey, they had some. This club I went to, what?
Cool.
Yeah, it was real cool.
Chele, Maruca put Chele, hey girl. Beezer said, Cubo Chopper. Good at that. Happy Vato. Look at that. Happy Vato right there. I already read that, huh? Glad to see you, bro, said RJ. Hey, Mr. Chopper, glad to see you, bro. Damn, I already read all this. Chopper, Cubo Carnal. Hey, Cricket's wife. Yo, Chopper's past your bedtime, home, said Mastodon.
Oh, I'll let everybody know that I did get hired onto the company that I wanted to get hired onto. I went to orientation yesterday for a couple hours, and tomorrow I'm going to work for a few hours more, and then I'm going to be off a whole week. Get off me, get off me. Yeah.
I told you I'm gonna switch jobs.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I got a call. Matter of fact, yeah, they wanted to interview me. They've already been calling me. It's like the third, fourth time they've called me. Different people. The first one really was like, what situation have you been in where you had all them hypotheticals? So I answered all that stuff, and then now they want to do an actual face-to-face interview. But I told them they wanted me to come tomorrow. I was like, I can't. So they set it up for me to do like a Zoom one or something over the thing. So that's cool. Huh?
Pole dancing.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the head one though. Like I'm in charge.
There was a gordita last night. That's the first thing I thought about was you on that pole.
Fuck you. This Cricket, how are you today, and how's your pops doing? Puro pedo, what's up, OG, said Mastodon. Hey, Beezer, hope your family is well. Beezer said, yes, thank you, hope yours is well, too. You keep your word to us. You know you are a stand-up. You cool, Cricket. Ray Diaz, appreciate that. You will hint the Merry Christmas to all of you and yours. What's up, Alex? I'm going to get at you in a little bit. Bubba Mesa, hey, Chop, did Cricket tell you? Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm probably going to keep reading. He'll tell us a little more. Yeah, bro, there's no standards. I wonder if stuff like this happens in the Cali area. Of course it does.
Hell yeah.
Of course it does. They did it with what's that about to do from the avenues, his little brother, and then now his little brother's in the peseta, Pee-wee, and all that. I mean, it happens all the time, bro. That's the problem with it. They don't really have those they don't these laws, these rules they're their rules to break. So
it's what you call a facade.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
they set up these rules to make it look like they're these vatos of integrity and they stand on them, but the rules are broken daily by them. But again, they make them, so they break them, and there's nothing nobody can say
yeah.
about it. So,
And that's exactly when myself, Mochi Trigger, and Greyhound, that's what we were doing. We were putting our foot down on the reglas,
yeah,
and they did not like that at all. Like, huh? What? I said, you these reglas been here for years and years and years, and we've never applied them. Now we're gonna apply them.
yeah,
Didn't happen. Yeah, especially the one with the revolving door.
yeah,
You know, gente going out and having the stuff that they need once they get out, but not
yeah.
using.
Not just that, they use it only when it's beneficial. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like the whole thing with Crow. He should be, according to the reglas, him getting high, he should have been done. If you kill all these other brothers for that jale, who is he to be able to just change the rules like that just because he was up doing it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not
I
after
mean,
you, not after you done killed Vatos for that shit. Now that shit got to be set in stone, bro.
yeah.
Remind me to never commit a felony with Richard Rivas or a misdemeanor, he said. But that shit, I can't see that shit with my glasses on. Ray Diaz, what up, Bubba Mesa? I hope everything is good with you, bro. Chop, give Emma some love from us, said Chele.
She's always got love.
Bubba Mesa, yes, I told you, fool. They smashed his head while he was sleeping. Oh, yeah, Rosario, where though? Because he couldn't have been on General Pop, right?
Buckeye
Huh?
and Buckeye.
That's what he said.
His dome was already soft anyway, so it probably like maybe something a plastic bowl might have.
Yeah. Imagine Chopper talking bad about him, and he fucked up his whole life.
No, I did it. He fucked his own self up.
Frank Olivas, pinche malditos drogas is why you're up. LOL, puro pedo. What up, Chopper and Cricket?
Oh yeah. No.
Damn, he's right.
Ah.
Tom Dorfer, how do you know when a criminal's getting old? It takes him 30 minutes to break into an open window.
Yeah, that motherfucker screamed. Boy, I broke that whole shit out.
Should have just cut that motherfucker if you're gonna do that anyway.
I broke the frame of it, but I jammed it in there. I jammed it in there pretty good. I'm gonna fix it a little bit better tomorrow.
Tom said, "Damn, I paid $1,300 for a 2-bedroom."
Yeah, these are nice too, man.
Maruka said, "In the window, LOL." Hey, remember that story?
In the window.
And who was it, bro? That carnal that kept telling him, "Hey, it's in the window," and he was like, "What the fuck?" Like he's trying to figure, and then he got mad because he said he thought they were saying innuendos.
Oh,
there's nothing in the window. Nothing in the window. I gotta remember the story right, but it was crazy. It was right there in the Paredes. Hell yeah, Chop, that's great news. Me and Cricket will rob a liquor store when he comes down. No, we won't.
Yeah, I need some money.
Shit, I got lucky. I paid $580 a year for property taxes. Y'all, his house is paid off.
Right.
Jella said, sound like with those prices, we all gotta move, gonna be moving to where Chop is. I know, right? Get vatos lo que hubo, vatos locos. Prices here where I'm at ain't too bad. I bought a house. My mortgage is a little bit under 1,100, but it's a pretty big house.
Well, you're gonna trip out on this shit when next month when I move in. You're gonna like, it's almost as big as a damn house.
Is it?
Yeah, it's huge. It got a hallway. When you walk in to the left, the kitchen is right there, and then you got the big ass living room, and you got the living area, and then you got a little dining area, and then you got a hallway. You got You got the bathroom. The first room on the left is a bathroom, and you got one room right here, and then you got the other room down the hall, and then you got closets. It's big.
Sounds good. Shit.
Yeah.
Mastodon said, "What the fuck? I'm paying $1,200 for a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Damn, California's coming over, making the rent expensive here. Yeah, that's in Phoenix, bro. Phoenix is so expensive too now. Fuck, they Seat Town said, Mr. Chopper, good evening, brother.
Buenos días.
First last said, Chopper City, chop, chop us out. Ray Diaz, Chopper, don't feel bad. That happened to me. It was funny. My neighbors ended up calling the cops, and when the cops came, it was my house. They were laughing at me.
Yeah.
Javier Hernandez said, Chopper is an early bird now. Bubba
No.
Mesa, when do you start your new job, Chop?
I started. I went to orientation yesterday, and this company is like brand new. They do pastries like cookies, pastries, pizza dough, but it's not even, the company is not even full yet. They're only running like 2 production lines. So
That's cool. You get in early, shit.
Yeah, that's that's what because there was 4 of us that started yesterday, and that's what we're talking about. I said there's a lot of there's a lot of opportunity in here to move up in the company.
Yeah.
I mean, quick.
For real.
And then they got the reach truck. They got one reach truck that I seen, and I told the manager, I said, I got experience. She goes, well, that's going to be needed a lot. So I'll get on that reach truck, and that right there, that can go up to $30 an hour right there.
That's good shit. Especially if your rent is lower too, make everything better for you.
I'm trying to get Stacy to move in with me, so that'll even be a lot better. She could have her room, I have my room.
Oh yeah, like roommates.
Yeah.
Ray Diaz. Oh, Beezer said, "Fucking cricket." Ray Diaz said, "What's up, Chopper? Good to see you." Baba Mesa, Javier Hernandez, how are you doing, brother? Maruka said, "Congrats, Chop. Emma can have her own room."
Hell no, she's gonna go I'm gonna stick her ass outside during the winter.
LA Dodgers Blue. Hope everything is good. All right with you guys. What's up, LA Dodgers Blue? How you doing? LA Dodgers Blue is in Nuevo Mexico, bro. I love it. I like New Mexico, bro. Javier Hernandez, Bubba Mesa doing good. And you, mano? Damn good news all around for Papa Chop. Good shit, bro, said Bubba Mesa.
Look at how big this bitch is getting big quick overnight.
Yeah, they grow quick, man.
Look.
Good thing she's like calm and shit, huh?
What? Oh, baby. Oh, my baby. Get off me. Get off me.
Now you hurt her feelings.
You want to see how it hurt? Bad girl. Bad girl.
Damn, he just fucked her up, bro. Like she didn't think she was doing nothing wrong.
Bad girl. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
Oh, you a fool. That dog gonna have PTSD.
Get off me. Get off me.
Ray Diaz said, "Hi, Mrs. Cricket. How are you doing tonight? Period. Do you miss Cricket? I know he misses you. Misses your food." Bubba Mesa, Javier Hernandez, I'm doing okay. Still freaking hurting.
Yeah, you should.
Hey, Bubba, take care of that foot, huh?
What'd you get? A Taco Bell yesterday?
When you called? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kid Archie, Big Pee Wee got smoked and he was homeless. Nah, Big Pee Wee's in the feds, bro, doing a life sentence. Might be someone else you're thinking about. I'm talking about the last name Aguirre, bro. Pee Wee from the avenues. He's doing life in the feds from that 95 indictment. Ray, I do miss him. I miss my son too. Cricket is too tough on him. God, come on. Fool's 18. He's a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
Ray Diaz, Cricket to relax and take it easy on his boy and your boy. He's the baby. I'm the baby compared to him. No, he was in PC, said Bubba. Rosario was? Huh. Ray Diaz, Mrs. Cricket, Pikachu, relax and leave your baby boy alone.
They said PTS. Chele said PTS is in dogs is real. Mine has it from abuse. Yeah, I know. I've had a lot of them. When I was doing dog training in the joint because we got all shelter dogs.
That's crazy. We had a dog growing up too that she was a show dog, and they had fucked her up, so she was like that too, real skittish. T
Yeah.
Grilla, what up though? Bubba, is your foot any better? Chella put at 52 in the house. Ray Diaz, Mrs. Cricket, we gotta tell him to leave your baby boy alone. LOL. First Last said, you homies gonna throw me some mesquina. I need a room, homies. Yeah, a room? For where? To live in? You come out here where I'm at, bro. I got extra room. Big Chungus, Cuvo. What's up, brother? How you doing? Tom Dorfer said, yeah, damn, even on a late night, we got 52. That's awesome. Yeah, it's late too. That's cool. Javier Hernandez, glad that Chopper is doing good. He has a positive attitude.
Yeah, barely.
Chele said, she is so gorgeous. I want her. She is like mine. Stop being mean, Chop. Maruka said, I'm going to call the cops, LOL.
Damn.
Awesome person. Cricket, if you had known this while in the vida, would you have confronted the Carnales about it? These paperwork stuff, yes, absolutely. I mean, that's the type of shit you're supposed to bring out right away. You know what I mean? But again, well, you know what? So that one on Cabezon is what actually ended up at Chopper and Trigger, and then pulled that shit out on him, and was the end of him. But that should have been done years before. There's no way that man should have walked around the yardas with people and any of the stuff he did. And then again, I mean, Crow introduced him to brothers on the street. He had him running around with Jaime, and then that murder happened. You don't know. I mean, he has priors for it. He could have very easily told on Jaime. And whose fault is that? You're saying it's Crow holds no responsibility? Hell no, that's all him. That's your nephew. You knew he had that in him. Why would you do that? So yeah, Crow should answer a lot of questions, but no one will ever ask him.
Right. And that was one of the things too. If you recommended somebody, you had somebody's back to become a carnal, and he ended up messing up, that was on you.
Yeah, it should be.
That's how I always knew it was. If I said, look, I got a homie, he's good, he's solid. I put my name on him, and then 3 weeks later, he's a carnal, and all of a sudden, all this damn whole book comes out on him.
Yeah. First Last said, that's fucked up. Chele put, it was her witnessing my abuse, not her.
Oh.
The dog. Chele, a little bit, the swelling went down, but still really sore, said Bubba Mesa. First Last put, haha. 2 grown men giving us motivation can't get more real, said Javier Hernandez. Gracias. Bubba Mesa, hey, now, no cop calling here, LOL.
Yeah. Cricket's Ruka.
She did 3 days in jail, and she forgot they're the enemy. Nah, they're not the enemy, bro. I shouldn't have said that. Not what I don't mean it that way. Hey, Chop messed me up. Tom Dorfer. I don't know, bro. So I saw you violating your dog, and took me back.
It's a pit bull. She could handle a lot.
Man, that dog is soft as hell. Look at the way she looked at you when you yelled at her about jumping up. The dog almost peed on your carpet. Tom Dorfer, speaking of paperwork, let's see it so I can go to bed. All right, I'll get it right now. Cricket wife put, no, I said CPS, Child Protective Service, because you're yelling at my baby. Oh, my son. That fool ain't no child. He's fucking Little bum is 18 years old.
Yeah, he shouldn't even be living with you guys anymore. Kick his ass out.
That's what I said on his birthday. She didn't want to let Bubba. The swelling going down is a good start. Keep it up more, said Chele. Bubba Mesa. Chopper sent that poor old man Rosario to PC. Laughed my ass off. Jake the Snake's fault. What's Jake the Snake's fault? Frank Olivas, Your Highness said CPS, fool, not cops. LOL. Is that right? Did I miss that? Oh, she did. I'm gonna call CPS. LOL.
Oh.
LA Dodgers said, I live in New Mexico now, born and raised La Puente, Califas. Órale.
La Puente.
So, I got a story, bro, about La Puente. I'm gonna tell one day, bro. It was a fucking crazy ass trip. Some vato from La Puente moved to Phoenix, and they was doing some shady ass shit, bro. I'll break it down in a one of these days. But I remember his name was Yogi. I think his last name was Mercado.
Yogi,
man. Yeah, they called him Yogi. Yeah, he was in the joint for a minute. His eye was a little messed up because he got shot in the face.
I know a Yogi.
Yeah, dude, man, I'm telling you. Cricket's wife, Frank. Thank you. He's a little old, can't see right. First lady, we got to get you homies in Patrick Bet David podcast. Patrick Bet David. I got to look that up. I never seen it. Tom Dorfer, I know Frog from La Puente, said Tom. Mastodon, isn't Gordo 18? CPS gonna hang up once they hear his age. Yeah. Joel Brown, hell yeah, you guys are on late. Hope all is well. Another day, long day for me. Yeah, we barely came on. We're on 42 minutes so far. Not barely, but started very late.
Yeah, at 2 o'clock. I'm gonna head out. Try to give me 3 hours of sleep.
Oh, we probably won't do it till 2, bro. Oh, your time too. What time is it now over there? About to be 2. Yeah, I'll be on that long. Let me get these comments done. Then I'm gonna get into this. Watch. Javier, that dog is Chop's best friend, more loyal than any homeboy he ever encountered.
Except for Trigger. I mean, not Trigger, Cricket.
Trigger. Now, see, you're just sore. He schooled Cricket in chess. Oh, my son, he wants a couple chess games and he thinks he's bad. Tom Dorfer, buy him a suitcase for that 18th birthday and a one-way bus ticket to anywhere but here, sucker. Chele parola, Joel. Tom Dorfer said, I know Yogi was trying to start a La Puente in our hood. Yes, that's the one, bro. Tom, that's the one on the north side. Exactly. He didn't try. He did. He had the Sun Park Puente going and then the Barrio La Puente little dudes. But I got so many stories about how he was conducting himself. Then I ended up, he ended up getting blasted in his face.
You dumb as hell.
Cricket's wife, my baby is living with us till he's 30. Wow.
Damn.
Little short dude. Yeah, little short, stocky motherfucker, sleeve down. Yeah, that's him, man. Mercado's his last name. I'm telling you all about him and some bullshit ass stuff too. Ino Bochi. Good morning, Raza. What's up, homeboy? Ino Bochi was in the joint with us, bro. But he got in they kicked him out. What's that called? Like when they take the Mexicans back to Mexico?
La Migra?
Yeah, they kicked him out back. He got sent him back out to
deported his ass.
Yeah, deported. I'm sorry. Deported, I think Albania, bro. Something like that. Bochi, I could be wrong, right? Is it Albania? Good morning, Raza, he said. I'm just playing with you, Chop. I didn't like that old fucker, and he was supposed to kill Jake the Snake out here and didn't. They were sharing the needle. Rosario. Yeah, that's not why you guys. What'd you guys hit him for, Rose?
What are you talking about? Hit who? I don't.
Rosario.
Oh yeah, because he he was bringing in all the clavo and the paderes when we were over there in 94, 95, 95 when he got there. And his ruca ended up getting busted coming in. So he started working with the cops in there.
Oh.
And word got out. So because his ruca ended up getting busted with a whole bunch of shit, and they didn't do nothing to him or her.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Mastodon, first, last, fool, not first lady. I know. I did I say first lady? Man, I'm just going through them, bro. First, last. I've seen it before I said first, last. Big Chungus, Goyo, yay, yay. Tom Dorfer, you got to tell the Yogi story, bro. I need to know that so I can clown a dude. I will. Cricket's wife, keep him home as long as you can, said Norma G. What Carnan did Chopper like the most? Why? Said RJ.
I don't know. There was a few carnales. Cricket was up there on the lista. RJ, little Ricky. Back in the days, it was Randy Bernal.
Tom Dorfer, we caught them La Puente dudes on a corner in our hood. Me and my brother jumped out on them and ran them off. This is our hood, fool, not La Puente. Tom Dorfer, deported. Yeah, that's what deported. Cricket, shake my head, said Mastodon. Yeah, I lose words, bro. I told you guys that. You guys already know me well enough. The easiest shit, bro. Just I can't think of it.
The easiest
Shit. Cricket's normal. Yes.
Which yard was I on in 97 and 2000? I was in Ocho in 97, and then they let us all out to the Paredes in 97, and we got locked back up in 98. And from the end of 98 to 2004, I was in SMU 2.
First, last, Patrick Bet David does another of Mafia stuff. He did Mafia States of America with Michael Franchise and Sammy the Bull and shit with Sean Atwood with Ecstasy Ring. You homies got a good story. Patrick Bet David. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But they'd have to reach out to us. My little old podcast, this little old channel ain't gonna get nobody to wanna, they're looking for.
Stop being so negative.
That's not negative.
Think big.
Okay, yes, Patrick's gonna call me tomorrow.
You never know. Reach out to
him. Joel Brown, Patrick Bet David has turned into a media and financial power, no doubt. First, last at another, not another. Huh? Tom Dorfer, oh, here we go, bringing Atwood up again. I'll stay quiet. Don't want to have someone pull a JoJo again. Javier Hernandez, Gordo just should let the old man win a chess game so that he can live in peace.
Yeah.
Where is JoJo, Tom? He got offended, said Joel Brown. Which yard was Chopper in 97 to 2000? How old was Yogi? I'm 58. At that time, bro, he was 33 and I was like 15, bro. Turning 15 or 16. So I'm 43 now, but let's just say he was 16, 26, 36. So he was 17 years older than me. So 43, 53. He'd be like 61 right now. 60, 61 around there, bro. Joel Brown, he got upset because I expressed my views about Sean Atwood. LOL. It's Ruben Gonzalez, a.k.a. Get us some Gonzalez. Don't know why it says first, last. Drugs, LOL. Oh, Yeah, you could change it. I mean, you got to click on it or something. There's a way, but it's all good, bro. Yogi is about that age. Yeah, LA Dodger Blue. Javier Hernandez, LA Dodger Blue. Remember the big slide on Valley Boulevard? Said Javier. I mean, Sean Atwood is full of shit, as you know, Tom. So what can you do? Said Joe Brown. Bubba Mesa, Tom, don't be talking about him. He's not here. Blah, 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 boo, 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 hoo. Laugh my ass. Just kidding. Shit, homie. Sean Artwork at work PM. What's up, Crick? Does right. That's right. Chop, tell, stay positive and better will come. Think down, and that's how shit will head.
Exactly.
My son, there's my son talking shit. I try to let him win, Javier. Well, you know, fucker. You don't try. If you come on, I told him I'll take.
He said he only had only one pawn left on the board, and you still had all your, and you still lost.
I told him I'll take the queen off if he wants. Still destroy his little ass. Cricket, look at all the good that's been happening lately. Yeah, for sure. Hola, Chele, said Joel Brown. Gordo, mijo, how are you today? Did your dad feed you?
A breastfeed?
I bought crackers and shit. I think he was putting meat and cheese on them. Hope your medical stuff is good, said Joel Brown. Tom Dorfer, what's Yogi's real name? I want to look him up. I don't remember, bro. I just know the last name was Mercado, but I can't remember a first name, bro.
Walter.
And the only reason I know that is because I remember we were driving by the Mercado one day and he like pointed at it. And he was like, oh, that's my last name. And that was the only way I even knew that.
Isn't it Walter?
Who's that? Walter Mercado.
You don't know who Walter Mercado is?
No.
He was the dude on Galavisión that used to do the astrology.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
know who you're talking about now. That big with the big hair dude.
The maricón.
Big joto. Yeah. My son said, all good today, and yeah, LOL. How's your foot? First Last said, shit, homie. Sean Atwood did time in Arizona with his exit scene with Sammy the Bull had the devil dogs. You homies got the story that people would love to hear. Yeah. I did time with Sammy the Bull, bro. Matter of fact, I did a lot of time with him. When we were in the feds, we were there too, and used to play chess with that fool. He got a real bad temper, and I got a lot of stories behind him, more than just the temper. But yeah, he's a trip. Gordon's diet consists of frozen pizza or Gordos, frozen pizza, Taco Bell, McDonald's. LOL, Belly living the dream right now.
Yeah, yesterday when I talked to you, you were huffing and puffing walking to Taco Bell. Like, damn, what's wrong with you? You out working out? He goes, no, I'm going to get some food.
Yeah, we had to go get. He lost his ID, so we went over there to the MBD, and we went over there to Taco Bell to eat. All good today, and yeah, LOL, how's your? I already read that. By Kmart, homeboy said LA Dodgers. LA Dodgers.
Yep.
I'm gonna get into this paperwork right now. I'm never gonna finish these things.
I'm gonna go ahead and sign off so I can give me a few hours of sleep.
All right, you want to listen to this paperwork real quick before you go?
What is it?
On Crow.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna do this real quick before I get on to the rest of the rest of. Hey, Roberto Gonzalez Mundo is now not part of this channel. He decided to do other things. There's a homie that's been coming on here. I can't remember who it is, saying that he has his stuff. I don't know. So there might be another. I don't know, bro. So where are we at? I'm going to start on this paperwork. This is actually an addendum number 1 to a pre-sentence report dated May 24th, 1995. Mijo, can you come here real quick? Can you turn this shit down? taking a picture of it so I can put it up and you guys can see what I'm talking about as I'm talking about it. But you guys, it's a trip, man. It's crazy that all right. So I got this paperwork, and it was when Crow and Slackjaw, which is Ruben Melendez, killed Tuba.
Mm-hmm. That's when they were going to court. I remember.
Yeah, Tuba was a member of the old Eme, and they killed him in Cimarron. They got caught. They were cellies, and oh god damn it, this thing. They were cellies. They went and killed the dude. Somehow they said that they followed.
They followed the blood trail all the way to the celda because Ruben had cut his hand open when they were stabbing him in the bathroom.
Yeah, actually, that Crow stabbed him in the hand, I think is what they said, something like that. But so that's the case. Now, people can read this, take from it what you will. I see something that, obviously seems to me like he would have made a big deal to somebody else if this was them. It's hard for me to think that Ruben didn't see this and therefore, the rest of them. But again, it comes down to favoritism. So I'm going to put it up on the screen for those that can see it. There may be some that can't see it. So I'm going to read it too. And here we go. So this is the first page. And it says, it's been prepared to provide the court with additional information as to the defendant. His case number is CR 26886, first degree murder on April 17th, 1990 to life imprisonment. That's when he was sentenced to life imprisonment on any without the possibility of release on any basis until the completion of 25 years. It says calendar years, subsequent to a jury trial. So the defendant submitted a petition for post-conviction relief and a new trial was granted. On April 11th, 1995, the defendant entered into a plea agreement with the state. So before we get all the way deep into this, Crow, they both got found guilty.
Yep.
They both got life sentences, but Crow was able to give it back on a Rule 32. And so when he did that, waiting for the next trial, they offered him another plea, and he signed it. And I think it was for I can't remember the time. I'm sure it's going to be in here. We'll get to it when we get there. And then that's how he was able to to get out again, and Ruben wasn't. So here we go.
Wasn't it like 15 or something?
I think so. 15 sounds right. So here's additional defendant statement, which is him. He is the defendant, that is Crow. The defendant stated that at the time of the instant offense, although he was incarcerated, he did not claim gang membership with the Mexican Mafia. That's fine, right? He respected them, however, and looked up to some of the older members. So that goes against supposedly the rule of any acknowledgement. He now on paper has acknowledged that the MA even exists.
Right.
He heard the victim hit the yard, and he claimed he did not know who the victim was, but heard that he was wanted for something he had done in the past. So he's telling this fucking pre-sentence reporter, yeah, dude hit the yard. I heard he was wanted. I didn't know for what. Like, why would you say all that? But anyway, here we go. He didn't know for what, something he had done in the past. He stated that a couple of individuals approached him and asked him to stand lookout when the victim goes down. So he's telling them that someone came and said, hey,
Right.
we need you to keep point. Now, just so everyone knows, Buddha was an old M member, that he was the one that was involved in the stabbing of Slow Lerma. Him, Cisneros, there was 3 of them total, and Tubo was one of them. And so this was, I mean, it was on site anyway, kill on site with the old M, but they made a big deal about it in the court, saying that it was in, you know, this was retaliation for him hitting Slow. So after the victim was, the defendant agreed, he said. He reported he was unsure at the time if the victim was to be killed or not. I was caught up in a syndrome of he was the bad guy, said Crow. He believed that because he, the defendant, had a reputation of standing his ground, he was respected by other inmates to the point that many of them believed he was the killer. So the defendant reported he stood lookout while 2 other inmates assaulted the victim. He claimed there were about 30 other inmates in the area. While the assault was in progress, he left the area. He was unaware of any trail of blood until afterwards. He later realized his roommate, co-defendant, had cut his hand and that there was a trail of blood leading to the cell. He stated he did not know how his roommate had cut his hand, as he wasn't with him at the time. He helped his roommate clean up. He claimed he did not have blood on him, as he was in his shorts. He also stated only 1 corrections officer testified there was blood on his clothing. They lost his clothes supposedly, so wasn't able to use it in trial. But there was a CO that said he did have blood on his clothes. All this stuff is shit that you're not even supposed to. This is a pre-sentence report.
Right.
He's already signed a plea bargain, going to get 15 probably. He's sitting in front of some fucking probation officer telling him all this stuff that would get any normal inmate, any regular person, fucked off.
Yeah. You wouldn't even have to be a carnal to have that paperwork right there.
Oh, this is paperwork. This is it. He'd be done. Any normal person, you see this, okay, he's through. So the defendant felt that anybody who had been sharing a cell with the co-defendant at that time would have been placed in the same position he was. Remember, he's cellies with Slackjaw, with Ruben. So now he's saying anybody that was that fool celly would have been in the same position I'm in. So you're saying Slackjaw did it. If it wasn't for him, you know, all that shit, basically, I mean, maybe not straight up, but you might as well be. And then, or actually straight up, he also stated that because of the inmate code of silence, he refused to talk throughout his trial and as a result limited his defense. He felt that it was the attorney's job to defend him and he did not want to be labeled a snitch. A large part of the evidence which convicted him came primarily from a witness the defendant stated he had talked to for less than 5 minutes. The defendant felt this witness was an intelligent person who knew the inmate system and was using the defendant's situation as leverage to obtain a better sentence. The defendant also, now that I'm changing the page, but just think of those things that are being said. Yes, I get it. It's not him, you know, talking to a cop, you know, before the fact or anything. But all this stuff right here, if you've been to the joint, if you know anything about this shit, you already know that all of this right here is no, you can't do this. This is paperwork on somebody right here. This is, you know, straight up paperwork on somebody. There's no getting around that. If it wasn't Crow, Slackjaw would have pulled this paperwork on anybody else.
Yeah.
There's no question in my mind that he would have done that. Crow has been, huh?
And that's why Crow got the time he got, and Ruben got 18 to life on when he went back. When
Yeah.
he went back to court, because he went back to court and they gave him 18 to life, running consecutive to the time that he was currently doing the life bit he was doing already.
Yeah.
The 25 to life when he got off of death row. He had to complete that 25 to life, or I think it was 30, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was 30. He had to complete 30, and then they would think about giving him a parole. No, he had to do it. I think it was 25, and then start the 18 to life if he got parole to it.
Yeah. The thing is,
Yeah.
Crow's whole career has been pampered and babied because of his relationship with Ruben.
Yeah.
So if you gotta go, brother. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right now because I'm gonna
do your thing. I see you're tired. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep showing them more of this.
Yeah. You're gonna go on tomorrow, or you're gonna be gone tomorrow, ain't you?
No, I'm gonna go on.
All right, I'll be there because I'm gonna have like a week of free time.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
I'll holler at you tomorrow.
All right.
Buenas noches, todos.
Amor. All right, so check it out. We're gonna finish this up, and then I'll get into all the comments and stuff. So then we continued. The last page said the defendant also believed that there was a number of discrepancies in the witness's story. The only other witness also made conflicting statements to corrections officers involving the instant offense, which were not provided to the court. The defendant felt the evidence in his trial was circumstantial. He stated he believes the plea in the instant offense is fair because he was not the perpetrator of the homicide. The defendant stated he has been locked up all of his adult life and has never had a chance in the real world. So then it goes into an impact statement, and then it goes into a social history of Crow, basically. He's held in a high security unit as a result of unable to work or attend school. He's been locked down 23 a day. He claimed they found a handcuff key in his property and one for a home brew. So let me see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. The defendant indicated he has not used drugs since incarceration. Yeah, fucking right. He indicated he has consumed home brew. He reported he previously smoked marijuana and used heroin. He does not feel he has ever been addicted to drugs. Yeah, right. But he's supposed to say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm clowning, but honestly, that's the shitty. That's what he's supposed to say. If you're in that game. He has never participated in drug counseling. He indicated no physical or mental health problems. It's by mail and been submitted to Arizona. I'm trying to find if there's anything else that's relevant. The last little part, I don't have it. I got it here. I can take a picture in a minute, but let me just read it before we keep going. Although the court may never know with certainty the defendant's exact participation in the instant offense, it apparently occurred as part of an organized, premeditated activity which resulted in the violent death of another person. It appears that the defendant will continue to present a high risk for recidivism and therefore will remain a risk to the community. So that's that. But the part that gets me, obviously, was this one. The original one. You can't get past the fact that he stated straight up, first page right there, the underlined ones, additional defendant statements. You can see it right there, and you look at that, and it says, although he was incarcerated, he did not claim gang membership with the Mexican Mafia. He respected them, however, and looked up to some of the older members. He heard the victim hit the yard. He claimed he did not know who the victim was, but heard that he was wanted for something he had done in the past. He stated that a couple of individuals approached him and asked him to stand lookout when the victim goes down. The defendant agreed. He reported he was unsure at the time if the victim was to be killed or not. He said, I was caught up in a syndrome of he was the bad guy. He believed that because he had a reputation of standing his ground, he was respected by other inmates to the point that many of them believed he was the killer. Honestly, anybody would read that. What would you think? Forget it. Forget who it is. Forget about me. I don't care if you disagree. You can disagree. I'm just looking at it from the point of view that I know for sure that if when I was a carnal, I would have read that on somebody, I would have said, that's paperwork. You told the pre-sentence reporter, number one, that the Emma exists. You're not even supposed to acknowledge that stuff. You said, he denied he was a member, but he said he respected them, however, and looked up to them. And then that two vatos approached him and asked him to stand lookout when the victim goes down. And the defendant agreed. He reported he was unsure at the time if the victim was to be killed or not. And he said, I was caught up in the syndrome of he was the bad guy. I get it. It's a pre-sentence report. He's trying to sound like, he's trying to minimize his involvement. I get it. But you're not supposed to. You're not allowed to say those things that he said. I understand it. That's the best defense. It's the best way to get out of what happened. That's why he did it, obviously. But if you're going to force other people to do things that are not in their best interests, then what makes you any better than them? And what makes you be able to do that? There's so many instances. Smurf, facing death penalty, had the patch on his neck, decided to cover it because his lawyer said you need to cover that shit because when the jurors are going to see that and know you're part of that jale. There's too much publicity about the Mexican Mafia. You cannot walk in there in trial and with that thing on your neck. And his case had nothing to do with the MS, so they couldn't even bring it up in court. It was a whole different case, death penalty case. So he covered it, put on the lista for that. Because it was in his best interest to cover it, he did so. But because it's against the rules to do that, he got put on the lista for that. So what makes Crow any better than that? It's ridiculous, man. But that's what people need to know about this, Holly. That's what these kids need to know. You're up against a losing game. You're not going in there under some guys. It's not a fair field out there. You're not going in. You're not going to just put in work and earn your this and earn that. It's not happening, bro. You're walking into something that is a dog eat dog, crab in a bucket, pulling each other down type of thing. Now, once you know that and you still want to do it, hey, I'll step back and I won't even say nothing. Good, do you. But don't go in thinking you're getting into some shit that, the carnalismo, the this, the that. We love each other. It's about the raza. We take care of them because they used to be abused. Come on, man. Now you're the abusers. Now you're the bullies. Now you're all that. You know how many people Crow has gotten fucked off because they had similar shit in their paperwork? And I just showed you 2 things in the last 2 days that this dude has done. And I got more. Believe me, I got other shit to talk about. But we're just talking about this right now. I showed you guys what his nephew did prior to being a carnal when he was only 18 years old. And then he goes to the joint and this fool still makes him a member, brings him in, makes him skina, sponsors him, and gets him made as a carnal. And then on top of that, votes him up as a sitting captain on the mesa. He had the authority to put up with Carnal for membership. And he did it for his nephew twice, got him up to lieutenant status. And the whole time, this dude had already snitched on somebody when he was 18. High profile on the newspaper, your son, your sister's son, and you didn't know it. You had no idea. Come on, man. Let me read some of this stuff. LA Dodger Blue, that was the one. Tom Dover, but Sammy the Bull is trash, and I would embellish way too much. It was never on a high yard. He's a clown and disrespectful the woods. That's all I can say. Mastodon, Bubba Mesa laughing. Smitty Kyles, check-in Crick showing the love from a former Peckerwood. Orale, what's up, Smitty Kyles? How you doing, bro? That's what I'm talking about. We got all that. Love Peckerwoods over here, bro. Tom, talk to your people. Nah, just play. I know, bro. You've been here before. I appreciate when you guys can make it in and take part in what we're talking about, bro. Tom Dorfer said Mercado. Yep, that's how it's spelled, bro. Joel Brown, what Tom said is exactly the truth and how I feel. Chele, Joel, today I've been hurting a lot, but I've been up moving around, helping family instead of sleeping. Roberto Gonzalez, yeah, I answered that about Mundo. Eno Bochi, which Carnal was in Lumley Unit, Perryville in 97 when I got there? Fuck, I don't know. Perryville, 97? I'm not sure, bro. You'd have to tell me, to be honest. I have no idea. Bubba Mesa Mundo is on vacation. Good night, Papa Chop, said Bubba. Chopper, stay up, brother, said Beezer. Roberto Gonzalez said, okay, thank you. David Pelayo put the thumbs up. 25 years, way back. Yeah, man. Time flies, huh, bro? That's for sure. 25 years seems like yesterday, to be honest with you. LA Dodgers Blue. Javier, I live by Valley and Azusa. Mastodon Mundo is on Interstate Compact, Roberto Gonzalez. Tom Dorfer, Giovanna, I watched the movie today that was filmed at Valley West Mall in 2002, Memory Lane. Javier Hernandez, man, it's good to be free. Glad that I can relate to this new family. It keeps me thinking positive. That's good, brother. That's good. And I appreciate you, expressing that, telling me that, and, letting it be known. Bubba Mesa, Tom, you do know that I was joking, right? Tom Dorfer, of course, Bubba Mesa, LOL. Sangria never lies, said M. Smitty Kyles. Bubba Mesa, okay, just checking. Javier Hernandez, LA Dodger Blue. I had relatives who lived near Valley and Azusa by the Alta Dena Dairy on Hurley Street. Lennox 104 said, Cricket, saludos from Southern Cali. Quick question. My primo is my homie from the barrio, Sureño. He just got torcido somewhere in Arizona. He'll be doing like 4 balas. He's active and with the Sureño programa. Would he hit for being a Sureño, loyal to the M there? No, brother. In Arizona, the M is now they're together with the M and Califas. Not the same thing. None of that. It's they're cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? They got a thing worked out where everybody is they're friends, pues. You know what I mean? It's not like the Texas one. Arizona and California are actually together in what they're doing. The MF from both are cool with each other. It's one of them. If a Cali Cardinal ends up in Arizona, he got all that respeto coming and all that, but he takes a back seat because it's Arizona's hometown, and vice versa. If an Arizona Cardinal goes to California, but there's no longer any beef between the two or anything like that. Everybody is good now. There's no more tension, no more issues, and in fact, they're now allies working together basically. RJ said Lennox, he will be okay. Yep, absolutely he will. I don't know what that is. Bubba Mesa Lennox 104, he will be fine here. Yeah. Tom, that's nice. I miss Glendale. Say Maruca. Accessory before the fact, accessory after the fact. It can swim any way the law wants. Yeah. Joel Brown, Chopper, did you get 35 years off top or did you time at it while you were in the joint? I'll answer that because he's not here. So he got when he first went in, I think he was doing 18 or something like that. He had a second-degree murder when he first went in. I can't remember what he signed for. We'd have to look it up. But he got some time while he was in prison in 1991 or I think two, something like that. And he was in Cimarron. He killed a dude in front of the kitchen. And so he got another charge and he was able to plead that down too. Also the second-degree murder and got another, like, whatever it was. I'm not sure. It all added up to 32 or 33 years. They interstate compacted him, all that stuff. While he was in there and the interstate compacted him, he ended up meeting a bunch of dudes from the cartels. And when he got out, he was working with them. He only lasted, I think, 32 days, I think is what he said or something. And he got indicted federally. He walked out basically to a sting operation. And on that, I think they gave him 5 for that shit in the feds. He had to bring him another 2.5. And so once you add that 2.5, it adds up to the 35 years. But straight without getting out, I think he did 32 or 33. Because remember, second degree, when they sentence you on second degree, whatever they sentence you is what you do. It's flat time. There's no 85%. There's none of that. You're still gonna have your parole when you get out because remember, it's for every 7 you spend inside, you do 1 outside. So he owed that, but he did do flat time. It's not like the old days. Before, if they give you flat time, you do flat time, you get out and you're done. Not anymore because of that sentencing structure where when they sentence you, they say, plus you're going to do community supervision when you get out, which is parole basically. And you're going to do for every 7 days inside, you'll do 1 outside. So that's how they add that up. You know what I mean? Basically 52 days a year is what you have to do. For every year you have to do 52 days on parole. That's how they work that. Tom Dorfer, the right to remain silent isn't a suggestion. You only speak to your lawyer, youngsters. You ain't gonna talk your way out of shit with a cop or a probation officer or a prosecutor. Keep pie hole shut. Yeah. Miss Cricket, you two men are doing some male bonding. Gordo is fortunate to have a good father. Oh yeah, me and my boy. Cricket's wife. Good night, everyone. Much love. Take care. Don't let Cricket be mean to my baby. Chopper, congrats again. Thank you, Javier. I hope your family is well, she said. M. Smitty Cowles, it's the attorney's judgment of what they should allow in testimony, both prosecutors and defense. Yeah, but remember, when you're in that juego, the attorney can tell you all they want, but you're not supposed to say shit. You know what I mean? Period. It's just the hypocrisy that I'm pointing out. I understand. Again, like I said, I understand why he would do it. It's obviously beneficial to you to sit there and say, no, it wasn't me. I'm just a lonely poor guy that was caught up in the mix because my cellie. You know what I mean? I had no choice but to do what I did. And so I did it, and all that. But it sounds good, but you're not supposed to say any of that. And the simple, when you're the whole point of even acknowledging the existence of the carnalismo, it's against the rules. So whatever. Again, it's no skin off my back. It is what it is. The problem is, I'm just trying to point out. I'm just trying to point out the hypocrisy of all of that. What it's, the truth. I want people to know that the rules are meant to be broken. They're there to be broken. That's the way they do it anyway. They make them, so they break them. And I just want everybody to know that. Anyone that's, kids, we're talking about kids here. And not just, we're not talking about little kids. We're talking about the youth that are on some path that we know will lead to that. I'm saying if you go to the joint, stay out of any of that politics, prison gang bullshit, because it's you can't win that game. Period. You're not going to. In the end, It's not a fair game. That's it. You know what I mean? Those rules, all that. No, none of that shit. You can follow everything to the T, and they're gonna find a way to get fuck you off because someone doesn't like you for whatever the reason is. It's so. I mean, it's so prevalent in that all that the way they beef against each other, the politics. I mean, you can look at it just from the fact of look at our country, how these politicians fight with each other. Same shit. It's all about power. They don't care about the people. I mean, look at it. Do they really? What's Washington doing for the people? You put them in there. They made all these promises, and then they blame the other side because they can't do it. Supposedly, it's the same shit, man. Miss Cricket, thank you. Gonna go back home tomorrow for the day to take presents. Life is good, Keno. Mrs. Cricket, good night, said Baba Mesa. Tom Dole for that sure sounds like the ramblings of a very lonely crow trying to talk his way into a good PSI. Bad move, Crow. Yeah, exactly. Walks like a duck, talks like a vato, said him Skitty. Javier Hernandez, Chele Dispensa, I have not sent you a shout out tonight. Hope you're feeling better. Been praying for you. Crow talked way too much. Yeah. M. Smitty Cows. I just seen it as the administration sees it. I just see it as the administration sees it. 480 C-Town. Wow, did you know about this back then? No, I didn't. And do you know if other carnales at the time knew about this, or did afterwards the feds bust and continue to be a carnal on good standing and no one pull his ear, pull his card? I don't know about that, but no, I didn't know about this back then. But remember who his co-defendant was? Ruben, the leader of the M, the carnal, the metal. And he definitely saw this. That's his co-defendant. You telling me he didn't get all the discovery? So I can't answer I can't answer the question of who knew about it or all of that, but I can definitely pretty much say someone had this, someone knew about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got it. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a case number. All you got to do is when you're looking this shit up, I mean, it's all right here. Defendant, Angel Rivas Rivera, CR 26886. That's it. And his nephew is also a Rivas. Oh, he's a Rivas, no Rivera at the end. But that's my point. I mean, that just tells you that's just another another thing to point out. You know what I'm saying? There's no lack of them. These kids, man, just need someone to tell them all this stuff. That's it. Someone needs to go out here and show all this and take it for what you want. If you think what he did right here is cool, which I do, I believe it. I mean, listen, I'm no longer in that game. So I'm, fuck, do what you do to benefit you. But this man, after this happened right here. This is 1995. Since then, this man has, if anybody knows who Crow is, he's had a lot of people hurt. A lot of people hurt, again, killed. We'll just be straight up. And probably for stuff less than this, less than what this is. Hypocrites, man. I would think it's a civilian that Amdi, he should have just kept his mouth. You're supposed to. That's the point. You know what I mean? Chele, oh, Javier, thank you. I haven't either really just been watching the show. I'm feel better in some area, but not in all. M. Smitty Kyle. Yeah, don't put that shit on their shoulders that they don't want. Welcome person. Sorry ass vato. LOL. First, last. When you take that oath of omerta, is it just like the Italians do? No, it's not the same. It's not. They do have an oath. They do have rules, supposed rules, but there's no drama behind it. You don't sit there and burn nothing on your hand and blood and all that. You just there is an oath. that you sometimes are given. I'll try and get it so I can show you guys what it is. But I remember it. I remember the main thing about it was you would say something, and at the end, or this oath shall kill me, was always the thing. So basically, I'm going. This is not what the oath says, but I'm just giving an example. So it would be like, um, never tell on a carnal, or this oath will kill me. Never politic against a carnal, or this oath will kill me. Right. So I can't remember exactly what it was, and probably didn't have that in there, but those were the last words was all that, and it was a pretty long one that you went through on the oath, and you said the first words was a statement, right? It was the oath, and then you went into that type of stuff. So I'll get it. I'll get it for those that want to check it out. Is there a successor who will take over for Ruben when he's done, or is that decided? Yeah, Pablo. Pablo is the number 2 man right now. Paul Eppinger. RJ sounds like hypocrisy. It's exactly what it is. Bubba Mesa, I'm so glad I was shown that before I hit prison, or would have made a big mistake. Yeah, I mean, again, like there's so many, and there's so many examples of that. I mean, I just gave you 2 right there with them, but you guys can look at Little Casper from Garfield. Again, I like Little Casper. I'm only giving the examples of what makes the Emmett hypocritical. I'm not talking about these people because I have anything. Well, Crow, I kind of do, but anything personal against these dudes. But Little Casper's the same thing. Um, I think I've heard since that there was other stuff too that he had told on other stuff too, and was in there. But I read for a fact. I read it with my own eyes. I was there when it came from downstairs. Mosca from 9th Street sent upstairs some paperwork on him, and he had been a carnal for a while. And you're telling me nobody knew that? None of his neighborhood homeboys told anybody, because it was stuff like that. One of them, I'd have to hear it again. I can't remember the exact story, and I'm not going to start repeating shit that I'm not positive about. But the one that I read the paperwork on was Sergio Mendez from 9th Street, Negro from 9th Street. He's from 9th Street, Little Casper from Garfield. One day, Negro and them shot at these fools, like the homeboys from Garfield, which with Little Casper was a part of. When the cops came and asked, "Hey, you know who blasted at you?" He was like, "Yeah, it was Negro Sergio from 9th Street." It's in the paperwork. So what's his name sends it up to us, Mosca, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" He sent it to Indio actually. We're like, we all read it, and we're like, "Damn, man!" Make copies, and we send it to SMU too. So then it comes out. They tell Little Casper, "Hey, you're through, fool." This all came out, and then that's when he rolled up. It was like, gone. And Boo Boo, him and Boo Boo were in the pod together, and they had gotten so close that Boo Boo said, "If you go, I go, bro." And he did. They both left together. But it was all behind the same thing, not doing your homework. I mean, I think people know. That's what I'm saying. It ain't even about not doing your homework. A lot of these things are known, and they turn a blind eye because of the favoritism shit. There is no steadfast rules that everybody has this integrity and all that. There ain't none of that. And unless you have some type of skina from those individuals, the ones that matter at the end, then you're just used and thrown out, with the water at the end of the shower. You know what I mean? You're just whatever. You ain't no real carnal. No one cared, and none of them are. They don't care about each other like that. It's all selfishness. It's all who can be who can be the top dog today, and we'll fight again tomorrow to figure it out the next time. But that's how it works. They politicked a bit against Ruben. It was a big old mess. That Simple was a part of the whole time. And when it was looking like it wasn't going to work, he turned that shit around and went. And that's a whole nother thing. Big Chipas and all them are fighting about. It's just crazy. It's like, for what? You want to be, what's the point anymore? This ain't about the raza. This ain't about nothing. What do you get out of this shit? You know what I'm saying? They don't, nothing. They don't save up feria and try to get lawyers and do things better to better the whatever. The Department of Corrections takes away education. They took away, you can't get degrees in there, all that stuff. That's their life. This prison system, that's their life. Why wouldn't they say, hey, brothers, let's save up and get a lawyer to fight this, man? The homies need to get an education. Because they don't care about that, obviously. People probably even laughing at me saying that because it sounds so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because no one could even think that would be something that they would do. They're just too worried about their fucking clout, getting high and all that shit. It's crazy. Now, like John Gotti talking on tape on Sammy the Bull, different than what Sinner did over the phone. What's your thoughts on that? Yeah, different, bro. Different. John Gotti was on there saying, fuck this motherfucker, all that stuff, right? Talking bad about him. Sinner got on the phone and made a phone call because he found out that somebody was getting out. He thought somebody was getting out and going to a certain house. And so he tried to get it so that the one who he's talking to can get that dude. That dude was on the case. He was the main witness on the case against Gray and Juanillo and Chuchi. He's the main vato on that case telling, supposedly, right? And the word comes out, he's getting out. He's coming home. And everyone knows his home. It wasn't going to happen. They swept him up and took him, to protect him, but they don't know that. So he thinks that this dude's coming out. He gets on the phone and says, hey, I need somebody to go over there and deliver some flowers to this dude, or whatever he said on the phone that was easily figured out by the cops. So then the cops, they're protecting the dude anyway. He wasn't coming out, but regardless, then the cops now have a charge, and they charge Sinner with conspiracy to commit murder on that dude, and then charge Gray and them also because it's their case. He assumes it's all coming from them. They assume it's coming from them and all that. They get mad because that happens, because now it makes them look guilty, so I guess, or whatever they get mad about, and that's when they politic against Sinner and can do that to Sinner. But Sinner didn't do nothing wrong, but not if you look at what everybody does. Yes, he did something wrong if everybody followed that rule, and it was that's exactly how everybody did it. But Sinner didn't do anything that everybody else hasn't done in there. These fools are on the phone all day long talking crazy. I remember they would sit there and talk while the rucas would be down on the street sending dope up because there was holes in the wall. They would send a string down there, and then the rucas would the dope was all in straws. And the rucas would tie them to this string, and these vatos would pull them up from the 6th floor down to the street. The bitches would pull up real fast. The string would come down. They'd grab it. They'd tie the shit or tape the shit to it real fast. And boom, these brothers would pull this shit up. And the whole time they're like, all right, go ahead, pull up. Where are you at? You there? Okay, can you see it? It's hanging right there. All that on the jail phone. Like, there's so much, and obviously they're not right there to stop it at that moment. So they took that chance because they knew they weren't going to listen to that till later. There's nothing they can do by then. They'll come shake us down. It'll all be gone, whatever. But if you're not supposed to make any of those type of calls on there, if this is so-called dry snitching, like they say, then how come everybody else is allowed to do it? How come everybody else can do it, but the minute Sinner does it, he's on the lista and he's a dry snitcher? Thank you, Italiano. Thank you so much for that, brother. I appreciate that, bro. I thank you for that $5, homeboy. I appreciate it for real. But yeah, that's the bottom. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at that type of shit, the hypocrisy of these dudes, how some people are just expendable. You know what I'm saying? The raza in the yard that you're supposedly taking care of, you can send this man to go stab somebody when he's getting out in 2 months. His kids, his ruca, everybody on the street waiting for him, and you just made this man do something that's going to pick him up a life sentence because you said so, and because it's something that needs to be done, or whatever the situation. That's not taking care of the raza. That's not taking care of your people. It's not. I get the mentality of it. I've been there and I've done that. I get it. I know that that's the way it is. It doesn't mean it always has to be that way. And it doesn't mean that these kids have to so blindly run in there and throw themselves to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want stopped. I want these kids to stop running in there saying, I'm here for you guys. I'm ready. I'm down. You don't know anything about these motherfuckers. You don't know what this is about. You just threw yourself away when you do some shit like that, because these fools definitely don't give a fuck about you and never will. I don't give a fuck if you become a carnal. They'll call you a carnal, and behind your back, they're talking shit. Look at Popeye. Wasn't he supposed to be a good carnal in California? Wasn't he doing all this great shit, making feria and doing, like, he had it down, right? What'd they kill him for? Was he a snitch? A child molester? Anything like that? Any of that stuff? Or was it just some eternal politics? They were mad because they couldn't get the money out the same neighborhoods or whatever the shit is. That's what you do to your brother? That's how you treat your carnales? The bottom line is it's not no carnalismo. And if you understand that, if you see that, and you know all this stuff that I'm saying is true, and you still decide to do it, you still decide to go that route, then hey, more power to you. I step back and I got nothing more to say to you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do it. But if you're going into it blindly, then I need to talk to you. If these kids are going in it thinking that somehow they're about to join a family and that they're about to be loved and they got all this skina and they got this and that, all this bullshit, I got another thing for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. That's the only reason I'm doing this, bro. I don't need none. This shit don't benefit me in any way. Matter of fact, I'm working hard to try to continue it. I'm trying to figure out ways to get home, to do things that I that I can possibly do for this right here. You know what I'm saying? There's no benefit for me on this. People think because I'm on YouTube, this video right here will make 35 cents. You know what I mean? It's not. This isn't about the money. This isn't about none of that shit. I'm just trying to get the truth out there, and everybody knows it's the truth. What I'm saying is the fucking truth. And I just read to you something that this fucking dude has been a carnal since like 1983 or 84, something like 84, I think. He's a captain. He sat at the table, has killed multiple individuals. I could sit here and name them. I'm not going to, but I could. He's made people, like, destroyed people's lives in prison, put people in PC, kids that didn't have no idea about what this was all about. And the whole time he can say some shit like this. Come on, man. That's hypocrisy at its finest, bro. And people need to open their eyes. These dudes ain't nobody, man. You vatos make these vatos somebody. We do. You know what I'm saying? When we look up to them. When I hit a yard, bro, this is an example I've used before. I hit a yard with 1,000 motherfuckers on that yard, and I was the only made member. What stopped them dudes from saying, no, we're not going to listen to you. We're just trying to do our time, man. You're not going to come here and fuck up our routine. What was I going to do if they did that to me? What would I do? There's nothing. I could send the ringleader's name. I could go get a shank and maybe stab one dude or whatever. I mean, then the ball's in my court. I got to do whatever I need to do. But if it happened continuously, which it is, bro, everybody's going. Those SNY yards they're filling up, bro. There's more SNY and PC in Arizona and California than there is normal general pops. And that's because people are starting to see, like, fuck no, I'm not throwing my life away for that shit. Yes, I made a mistake. Yes, I'm in here doing my time. But I got a ruca, I got kids, I got a mom, I got a whatever the fuck you have out there to get out to. And because this motherfucker's up there doing life and could give a fuck about you play that game. You do you. I'm not going to join that shit. I have no reason to. That's what they need to start saying more and more of. You know what I'm saying? What are they going to do? How did the Vato Crow have so much pull? Did people fear him? What makes him so special? Just because he was a captain or whatever? Yeah, I mean, the rank, but I mean, he did a lot, obviously. I mean, there was a lot of murders that he did commit. And then, when they they did that shit with Tuba, like I said, his co-defendant was Slackjaw, Ruben, which is the metal of the Emmett, right? So, I mean, that put a lot of, that made him also that, hey, mijo. Sorry, guys, real quick. Call your mom and ask her exactly if there's anything. I don't want her to fall asleep and then we don't get everything else she needs. So yeah, it's just crazy, man. That's basically how he got it, and he was around a long time. He's from the Dupa Villa, so there's other bunch of Cardenales from Dupes, and so they all, they all look out for each other. It's again, it's the the nepotism, the favoritism, just all that shit. Mano a mano, when it comes down to the mesa, they will pretty much say it like a man. LA Dodgers Blue. Javier, I lived on Renault Street by Valley and Giano. I used to get milk from Alta Tena. Said LA Dodgers Blue. Country Outlaw. Is Barrio Hollywood the biggest gang in Phoenix? Nah. No, hell no. Nah, hell no. Tom Dorfer, man, I'm dying to hear about Yogi. Hello. Awesome person. Even the Italianos do that shit. Gotti made his son boss when he got locked up. Yeah. And it always causes some type of shit because it's nepotism, bro. You're not doing it because of anything that was earned or they've showed themselves and proved themselves. You're just giving it to somebody because you like them. That doesn't. I mean, how would that work? Imagine the CEO of these companies. Let's say the vato from Facebook, the curly haired dude, right? Russell Berg or whatever the Berg name is, that dude. And let's say he just gave it to his kid, like his kid knew nothing about technology, didn't know shit, just his kid. What would happen? You know what I'm saying? He hasn't earned it. He doesn't even know the shit. I mean, nobody in their right mind would do that. But in this situation, that's the way they do it, man. It's all about the feria. Yeah, I said, Mirica, that's fucking, man, that's, bro. If Italiano hadn't sent that, I'd put your shit up there, bro, because you're absolutely right. That's the bottom line almost. Tom, it was a trip. I was driving around Garfield and saw more white people last Friday. Javier Hernandez, LA Dodger Blue. Did you know Oso and his brother Gordo, they were from big towns, man. Second is 25 plus. No, second degree murder. Well, it depends. I mean, it's a class 2 felony, and it just depends how they open it up. But that usually carries the guideline is from 10 to 22 years, bro. On second degree, I think the max is 25 if you had extenuating circumstances on the aggravating side, and I think it goes down to 8 years on the mitigate if you had mitigating stuff on the mitigated side. Ben Cuevas, Cubo Cricket and Chronicles tapping in from the Holly right now. Up late tonight. I thought I missed the podcast. Yeah, I started it late, bro. I had a lot to do, and I got stuck at work, and so yeah. It works out to 115% cricket. What does, bro? Jack in the Box, what up, bro? How you been? I'm good, bro. It's been a while since we've seen you, Jack in the Box. How you doing, bro? I get that he lied in the report, but when it came to the, I get that he lied in the report, and lied to protect him, but he could have just said he didn't know or heard anything about them. It shows their individual wellness is above all. Exactly. You know what I mean? And the fact that he said, yeah, they came and asked me to help and this. And listen, man, look, all he had to say was, he had already signed the plea. The plea's done, right? He knows basically what he can get. There's probably some guidelines, obviously, but come on. With the allegations they were making on him, more than likely he's going to get either the presumptive or maybe slightly aggravated. All right? It is what it is. He goes in there and starts saying what he says. That's not, I mean, if you truly believe the rules that you have in place and that he has implemented on other people and other people have fallen, died, and everything behind those rules that he has implemented, like he's enforced, then when this shit came up, he should have went in there and said, how you doing? I'm da-da-da. Yeah, man, I messed up. I got caught up and I did what I did. I don't know why I did. I don't know what I did. I shouldn't have done anything. I don't know. Well, why did you do it? I can't even answer that, man. I can't even answer that. I don't know. Like, just, that's it. Like, just sit there and be so contrite that you don't know or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's ways around having to actually throw anything out there. You know what I mean? You're already through. He's not doing it. They're not gonna, like, just because he said, they came and asked me, and I wasn't sure if they were really going to kill the dude or not. That doesn't fucking make it so that all of a sudden they're going to say, oh, okay, well, you know what? Actually, we know you signed for 20, but we're going to go and give you 15 because of that. You're like, come on, man. His time was set. He was getting what he was getting, and he still decided to go in there and say that shit. Now, I know Bosco, Sleepy, Santos. I know a lot of TSM. I went to school with a lot of them, said LA Dodgers. Awesome person. I get that he lied. Oh, I already read that. Robert Estrella, ¿qué pasa, Cricket? Just joining. Been a long 2 weeks. Glad that I'm able to join you again. How you doing, bro? I know you had the family emergencies and everything. Hopefully, everything's well. And welcome. I'm glad you're here, brother. We started late, so that's why we're still going. This isn't like a 5-hour podcast. Steven Morales, if they did not know, they were not doing their job, right? Exactly. And again, like, there's no way, bro. His co-defendant was Ruben. So how do you not get that discovery? How do you not try to look into see what your co-defendant is saying? He read this, man. You can't get around that. M. Smitty Kyles, paperwork has sent many abatos down. Fuck, like all the way down too. Like exactly that, and it's crazy, man. Where it just sucks, man, that they're able to do stuff like that, and continue on. And we give them a pass. Listen. You can't give anybody a pass if you're not giving everybody a pass. Period. It's not the way it should work. Because then what is the pass about? Is it about just because you like me? Because I'm a good dude or whatever you think it is? Like, how does that, what are the restrictions there? What's the parameters for getting a pass? It's just not cool. That's what gets me. Like, people have died for this stuff, and somehow now you're making a decision to allow someone else to just make it. If you look at Crow especially, bro, this man got out and was getting high continuously. Odin, he was robbing shit. They called him the Beanie Bandit because he was out there pulling armed robberies just to get high, bringing all kinds of calentura on. Then he gets locked up, and they were going to kill him on the street. He gets locked up. He ends up hearing the tapes where the brothers are actually plotting to kill him. They have recordings where Pablo and Indio and shit. They got Luis Cisneros talking to Porky Cisneros, his brother, saying they're going to lay that dog down tonight. And he was like, damn, that's fucked up. I like that dog. He's like, yeah, it ain't our business though. And they're talking about Crow. It's saying it right there. The cops are saying, we understand this is they're talking because they were about Pablo and them were about to kill Crow for breaking the rules, for getting high. Then they get locked up. It doesn't happen. They don't end up doing it. He gets locked up. He hears all this shit. There's a little tension inside the county. And then he's like, all right, when he gets to SMU2, at the mess, he changes the rules. He sponsors up a thing. Hey, let's change this rule. It's no longer death penalty for getting high. From now on, as long as you're taking care of business, you get high all you want. Carnales should know okay, I agree. Carnales should know what they're doing. If they're putting in work, who cares? But that should have been the rule from the beginning. Right now, you've already killed fucking 10, 20 carnales behind this regla. And now you're going to change it for you? Because you feel that now that's the way it should be? Nah, man, you can't do that, man. You can't do that. ¿Qué pasa, Cricket? Just joining. Been a long 2 weeks. Yeah, my bad. I went back a little bit. LA Dodger Blue. I spent years in that area doing bad. I knew Bosco. His name is Andy Barraza. I knew guys from the Dukes, Happy Homes, Valinda Flats, and Puente Bassett. Joe Brown, man, that's crazy. Ruben has those charges from the 70s and was a co-defendant of this dude and is the leader of the MF for 30 years, 20-some after this and being sent out of state. Shit, Joe Brown, he been the metal since 1992, so whatever amount of years that is. When Slow Lerma died, this brother took it. Actually, when Slow Lerma got out, he handed it off to him, and then Slow died a month later anyway, but Señor Rojo, órale. What's up, Rojo? How you doing, brother? What's up, bro? Rojo said Ray Diaz and Smitty Kyle. Almost all the clicks are the same. Last last. Same said you will die. Yeah. Rojo, see you, bro. Much respect, homie. Said M. Smitty Kyles. First, last. Is Indigo still solid or no? You talk about Indio? I'm sure that thing probably changed it up. Indio, yes, he is solid. But no, he's no longer part of that Hale. He walked away. But I don't call them vatos not solid or no good or none of that. I don't see it that way. Them vatos don't dictate how I think about another individual. I think Indio's a solid dude. He's a good dude. But yeah, he's no longer active. He's not with that shit anymore. Javier Hernandez, I was a criminal most of my life, and I heard a lot of stories about men who made bad decisions. When the streets are mad at you, you die or go to prison. 480C, Cricket, when you're reading those court documents, why does it mean, again, I forgot, like in Cabezon, police or newspaper report and others, example, Cabezon murders someone allegedly for money. What, bro? You're going to have to repeat that, brother. Steven Morales, they never help any raza. That shit is so selfish. They probably one good person out of 20 if you're lucky. Yeah, absolutely. Shit, I wouldn't even give him that much. 1 out of 20, I'd say 1 out of 100, bro. Awesome person. How much do you think Ruben makes in a year? I couldn't even, I don't know, bro. I know they send him a lot. I know that. M. Smitty Kyle, awesome. Say, does a man care of how much money another man makes? Make it yourself. Oh, he's talking about Ruben. Rojo and Flaco brought me here. You got a dope channel. Gee, I send mine. Thank you, brother. Italiano, that $5. All good, bro. Let's talk about cholas from the barrio, the ones who would hide their razor in the hair, he said. Italiano for 100. What you speak is 100, brother. Real shit, bro. Said first, last. Yeah, absolutely. I know. That's why I do it. And that's why, I do it because I think that it needs to be said, man. Not enough people have done it. Not enough people are out there doing it. And these kids are, it's to the detriment of the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? They're still, got stars in their eyes and looking up to these vatos and glorifying the actions of these dudes. It's all bad, bro, when it comes to that. These kids do not deserve to go down that path, man. They just don't, brother. You set something up for yourselves, talking about Cardales, and made it a certain way, and now everybody else has to suffer because of you. And these kids, man, that don't know any better, come in thinking these are the politicians of this society, right? These are the, Donald Trumps and Joe Bidens and all that. This is in this society, in the Pinta world, these are the top of the top. Who wouldn't want to be a part of that? Who wouldn't want to get involved in all that greatness? But it's all an illusion, bro. It's propaganda. There's no greatness. They're not nobody special. These vatos, what makes them what they are? Us. The other vatos that allow them to do what they do. Allow them to have their own table that nobody else can sit at. Allow them to take a quarter of whatever I brought in so I can take care of my family. I may be doing bad. I'm not saying it's but we're in this world. We're in the joint. This is the lifestyle. And I want to take care of my girl and my kid. She's willing to bring me some clavo. I'm willing to take the risk of selling that shit and making her some money. Is it bad? Of course, but this is this world. It is what it is. But I got to give this motherfucker a quarter of my shit. He didn't do nothing for it just because he is who he is, supposedly. That has nothing to do with me. It's gotten to a point where people need to open their eyes, wake up, and see it. And these kids need to, especially the kids, going in there and just throwing all their potential away for this shit, man. First, Javier, I got poked by La Roca. Said she loved me. Sweetie cow. I just wondered to see if that life really is worth it. No disrespect, brother. Oh, and yeah. Nah, it ain't worth it because listen, bro, I don't care if he had $1 million on his books, right? Let's just say he does. What good does he can still only spend whatever the spend limit is. His $1,000,000 is as good as my, 500. I can only spend whatever the limit is. Let's say, in the feds, I think it was 300 a month or something. That might be the minutes on calls. I can't remember exactly anymore. But either way, let's say it's $100 a week you can spend. That's it. $1,000,000 doesn't do you any, you don't get any better perks than I do because you have it. That probably feels good to have and all that shit, but it doesn't make your life any better. You're still locked up. You're still in the pinta. You still have no chance of getting out. And then not only that, you still have to worry that them feds are going to come snatch that shit right out of your fucking books as soon as they can, or arrest your people or whatever they're going to do. In the end, it's not a good trade-off. You work, bro. Jack and yes, I do. I have a job. I've been tired. I've been working a lot, trying to get extra hours. But yeah, I do work. G thoughts. On the contrary, it makes you a bigger target. Yeah, that's true too, bro. ZG, right on, brother. $5 from ZG. Damn, I hope I missed that for a while, huh? My bad, ZG. I just seen it, homeboy. I appreciate that, brother. I don't know why it didn't come up. Thank you so much, bro. On the contrary, yeah. The truth, Cricket, the best thing you said, says Smitty Kyles. Also, if youngsters see that there's nothing in la vida, it might help too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they see that, if they believe what I'm saying and they look into it, you don't have to believe me. You don't take my word on it. Look into it. Try to find out I'm gonna give you the names. I'm gonna give you the stuff. You ask around, find out if what I'm saying is true. And then, make your decision on what you're going to do with your life. You know what I mean? I threw mine away. 20 years in prison. I was facing the death penalty at one point. Now I have felonies. One of them's a murder. Like, none of that shit. That's not, for what? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky to be out here. It was, there's no, you know what I mean? And on top of that, the regret and stuff, because I regret it. I have shame, you know what I'm saying? Like I did stuff that I shouldn't have done. Somebody's kid, somebody's mother's out there in pain because of me, what I did. I did that. Somebody's kid is out there without a dad because of me. It's not, and it was for nothing, bro. For what? For that bullshit ass, man. Come on, man. No. Also, youngsters, M. Smitty, you did too, said Javier Hernandez. From my experience, I can say that every word you saying is the truth. Bubba Mesa. T. Rilla, what's up, fool? Bunch of dots. What you talking about? Get at us. What are the 3 biggest hoods in Phoenix? Man, what would they be? Biggest hoods. Now, I'm talking about from the only way I can answer this is from my day, is what I would think. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I have no idea. But back then, I think they used to say the Milpas, LCM, Las Cuatro Milpas, it was called. Probably Doble, Wetback Power, WBP. They called them Doble. And the third would be, who would be the third, bro? I don't know. Who would be the third? I can't say. And the only reason those other ones I kind of is because they have, like, the Milpas has north side, east side, south side, and west side Milpas. It's really not the same gang, but they're cool with each other. So I mean, I guess it kind of is. But yeah, just in general, I don't know who else would be on that lista, bro. To be honest with you, maybe some people in the chat could say what their opinions are, because in the end, it's just an opinion, man. I could be wrong. I don't even know nowadays for sure. The Carnales pump you up, make you feel strong. It's a brainwash thing. Misery needs company up. Manny Unzuera, they try to give it to someone they can control. Yeah. ZG broke off $5 right on Craig. Kick the truth as it is. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, ZG. Neta. Dr. Chapatin, orale Smitty in the house, in the AZ house, he said. LA Dodgers blue. Javier Andy Barraza, he got killed about 3 or 4 years ago. Dr. Chapatin, Cubo Grillo, hope all is well. Simon que sí, it is, brother. I appreciate you coming on tonight, being here tonight with us. Tom Dorfer, Arizona sentencing works out to 115. You do 85 in, then the 15 plus 15 more on what they call community supervision. Yeah. 480 C-Town, fuck up to the hive. Someone wax some for whatever reason, but the vato must know he's chanting his freedom. Then he's sitting years later, locked down, life sentence after his homies doing him dirty. Yeah, LTR. Yeah, M. Smitty Kyles. Yeah, I have rolled with these dudes when they hit the streets. They had the product full pockets. I followed them with my hand outstretched out for more. What up? Said Tom Dorfer. G thoughts. Biggest mob fucked up. Carlo Gambino grew his mob to become the most powerful, then destroyed it by giving it to his cousin Paul Castellano instead of Neil de la Croce, who deserved it. Tom Dorfer. What up? Smitty Kyles. Zate38 says, Smitty, what's up, player? Hope you're doing well. R. Lopez, so you really live at live at 1 in the morning, Arizona time, just got off work and you're still on. No, I started late, bro. I actually started at like, I guess it'd be what time in Arizona? We've been on for 2 hours now. I didn't mean to even go this long, but I got on real late because I had shit to do. But yeah, so I think I got on at 12 o'clock Arizona time, to be honest, or maybe it was 12. Yeah, 11 o'clock Arizona time I got on, bro. So I ain't been on for like 4 or 5 hours to now. Javier Hernandez, the gang loses identity because the homeboys go astray. They all go in different directions. The gang loses its structure. 480 C-Town, it's just like gangs. OGs have 11, 12, 13-year-olds and so on. Do dirt for the hood. That's where it starts. And I know that's where you want to explain to the youngsters the outcome. LTR on all bad. What'd she say, Neil? Got it? She says she's going to call. Okay. Okay. Joel Brown, man, G. Thoughts most people consider Carlo Gambino the greatest leader of organized crime before nepotism led him to appoint Castellano. Joel Brown put Bambino. Damn, my bad, Gambino. Yeah, I'm out there. Oh, said Chele. All right, Chele, have a good one. Eh? Let's go, Brandon, said Kamala. Oh, man. Stephen Morales, doing drugs leads to the same thing almost every time. Both my parents, Tecatos, been around drugs since a kid. It usually leads to the same place every time. I would green light drug usage if I ran an organization. First, last, didn't mean it like that, bro. Just the lingo I'm used to, bro. I feel you on that, G. Max Life, what do you think about WAC 100 talking? What do you think about WAC 100 talking bad about Sureños? It's a trending combo on YouTube. Yeah, I seen it. What I think, bro, is I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? I mean, Sureños and them have been at it for, I mean, exactly what he said, 25 years. I guess if he's on that politics shit, then that's where he's standing with it. I don't know. It's crazy. Because, to exclude anything like that is not, it doesn't make business sense. You know what I'm saying? Like for street politics or gang politics, when you're not that, WAC 100, he's just not. He's does something, whether he was when he was, if he's if he was in a gang and he still has his homies and keeps in touch and whatever else you want to say about it, it doesn't change the fact that now he's a civilian. He's doing something else, right, with his life. He'd probably disagree, but that's the way I see it. You're all up on. I mean, he's hanging out with that 69 Navato and he's doing all this other stuff. So for him to stand on that seems weird. It seems crazy. If he was active, I'd say, well, that's their politics. But the fact that he's really not, like I said, he's hanging out with that 69 dude, that kind of, I think he's just he's just trying to pretend, more than anything. And to be honest, bro, man, like you said, it's trending, and they just made it. Both of them probably just made a lot of money by that conversation they had. Just heard a loud explosion and then someone shouting afterwards, "Another night in the worst square mile in Phoenix, Arizona," said Dr. Chapatin. "Night all be safe," said Chele. 480 said, "Do Slow really OD on his own and die, or you think got whacked by someone else or whatever reason by OD and him, someone giving him strong dope?" Nah, I'm pretty sure he just OD'd. It would have been they would have known by now. There was no conspiracy there. A lot of people question it just because of the way it happened, and everybody's in the joint wondering. But I don't think so. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think anything happened like that. Hey, going to get those drugs in there and sell it to the raza. They should think about the future and change the criminal behavior immediately to change. Yeah, they should, but they won't, bro, because it's not beneficial to what they got going on. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so when people come on here and say, well, they take care of the raza. The raza used to be bullied, and then these guys had to be. I don't believe that, bro. I don't see it that way, because I know damn sure that right now, if the Emmett disappeared, right? Let's say, no Emmett, and you go to the joint, or I go whatever. Are you just gonna bend over and let yourself get fucked? I don't think the raza's that weak. And I think if you believe that, then you're underestimating yourself. I don't need no protection from them dudes. I don't need them dudes to protect me from anybody else in the population. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that the raza's that weak, bro, that they need that protection and all that. You know what I'm saying? Homies gonna look out for themselves and each other without that. So it's too selfish of an organization to have them around just for that, using that as the excuse why. Nah, that's not a means to an end right there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're saying, well, we know it's a monster, but it's our monster, and we need it because this is no. It's just a fucking monster, bro, and it's hurting our shit. They're, again, I'll say it, 98%, if not 99%, of the victims from the Mexican Mafia are other MM members for the most part. Look at it. Yes, I know you can come on here and give me so many examples of other victims, but the majority are other carnales. Period. You can't deny that. It's he dropped out. He did this. There's always a reason for it, right? But think about it. Like, I'm thinking about in Arizona, the carnales that got killed for doing drugs. So you got a brother, let's say, he's doing drugs. Your real brother, your mom's kid, your dad's kid, whatever. That's your brother. He's doing drugs. What do? Do you try to help him? Do you the best you can to help him, to get him to be sober? Talk to him, whatever. Yes, you may reach your point where you're like, man, I can't do nothing no more. I just, hopefully he gets better. All of that. Or do you kill him? Think about it. What do? I don't think I wouldn't kill my brother for that. So, and I know people are going to say, what's different? You know what you're signing up for when you join them, and you know that that's a rule. Yes, if that was a steadfast rule, I would agree. But the simple fact that some people die for it and other people don't makes it all null and void. You're now not sticking to what it's supposed to be. And even with all that, you know what you're signing up for bullshit. I signed up for what a carnalismo, right? These are my brothers, supposedly. I'm supposed to put them before anybody else. But I got to kill them in case, I'm putting you before my mom, but if you get high, I'm killing your ass. Come on, man. How does that sound? Damn, still alive, said AD9. Yeah, I'm still alive, bro. Damn. Javier Hernandez, we live in a civilized society. If you choose to live civilized and contribute to society in a positive manner, people will look up to you. You're doing it right, Cricket. I commend you. Thank you, brother. Good night, Chele, said Ray Diaz. Javier Hernandez said, good night, Chele. Sleep well. First slash, shit's extortion. Shit, my bad. Writing shit, replying to your answer. It's all good. Tom Dorfler, Dupa Villa. Awesome person. I heard West Side City was pretty big. Oh, yeah. West Side City's big, bro. You're right. I was thinking Raza mostly, but you're right about that. West Side City's a pretty big clique. They got, and they have, I think three factions. They have the Boot Hill. They have Behind the Capitol. What else do they have? Behind the Capitol, Boot Hill, and I thought they had another one, but maybe not. But yeah, you're right. They're pretty big too, bro. Oh, Southside Posse's pretty big, I think now, right? Or it was. It was getting big. 480C, forgot what allegedly means. Like, not sure, not a fuck. Why did they say that in the newspaper about Big Head? Like, it's not 100%. I'm not talking his side. Because, which one was it, bro? Oh, it said allegedly, you're saying? Remember, most of these newspapers don't want to get sued. So they say it about everything. They'll say he allegedly killed this. Vato can have blood on his fucking face on camera, and they're still gonna say allegedly. But let me see what you're talking about real quick. Let's see. Michelle and Bosco's were dispatched to interview. Okay, Rivas is okay. Let me see. Give me 1 sec to bam. Through interrogation, that don't say allegedly, bro. Through interrogation, Rivas led detectives to 3 other individuals who allegedly had helped him. Rivas and Juan Velasquez were booked into Madison. So right there is what it's saying is they're saying he pointed out 3 other people who allegedly helped him. But it's not saying he allegedly pointed them out. He pointed their asses out. They're just saying we don't know if it's really true. He could be lying that those aren't the people. You know, he's pointing out somebody, but so they're saying allegedly so they don't get sued and say, no, you said I did this with him and I didn't. Stephen, my kids would steal my front, let me with a debt that I couldn't repay. Wow, really? Sorry, bro. Oh, watch out, Mark. Thank you, brother. I'm doing the same thing, but about drug abuse as you, right? Good shit. ZG said paperwork is a catch-22. How are you, Smitty? I hope you are good, Smitty, and your family, said Ray Diaz. Ben Cuevas, it's hard to say unless you have a registration of validated G members. Westside City, Southside Posse, Dupes, 9th Street, one of the oldest clicas, and goes back to the 30s. Doble, Southside 35th, Mini Park, Randell, hard to say. Yeah. LA Dodgers Blue. We all had to get our Chronicles fixed, even though it's late, said LA Dodgers. Appreciate that, bro. Ray Diaz, everyone in chat, hit the like button. It's free. Smitty Cows, the guys are flinging everything, all spices, but every one of them have a dose of Fent. Yeah, man, that Fent is whacking people left and right, man. It sucks. Awesome person. If Doble had all united, they would have been huge. Yeah. Tom Dorfer, what about OFW from the north side? Yeah, right. First, last, you ever listen to the podcast? Convicts Perspective, the Cali dudes, NF dudes, but they give you props on this brand. Yeah. I've seen them, bro. I go on there and I say what's up to them too and all that. And yeah, absolutely. I've one of them was in here. I think Rojo came in earlier and said what's up. Yeah, I definitely appreciate them. They're good dudes. M. Smitty Kyle's Ray, I'm good till did my treatment, can't sleep, fucking pain is unreal. Damn. Dr. Chapatin, Tom, that's graph, LOL. First, last, I could be wrong on that name, but think as a convict's perspective. Yeah, that's it. Convict's perspective. Rojo and Flaco. Dr. Chapatin, out for war. OFW. Smitty, I send my prayers out to you. I hope you feel better soon. Submitting that pain goes away for you. Guessy. Yes, Carlo Gambino was a legendary boss, but he made one huge mistake on his deathbed. Paul, his cousin, and yes, nepotism. Isn't that what you was talking about? Cricket nepotism. Yeah, exactly. Stephen Morales, dog, there's a weak raza, and you could take some stuff from people. I know I used to be a bully. Yeah, of course, but remember, it doesn't mean you need the Emmett to help, to be there helping. I mean, that's going to happen regardless. As a matter of fact, the Cardinales do that too. Think about it. Young, weak Vato show. I remember one Vato, he found out his Ruka had cancer, bro. He got off the phone. He waited late in his bed, and someone saw him tearing up. He was crying. They stabbed him, bro. Said he was making the raza look weak. That's bullying, bro. You're just finding a reason to do some shit. It's not how you're supposed to treat each other, bro. We're human, eh? Dr. Chapatin, I know it was Dustin doing that. One fucking skinny white kid tagged that shit all over Phoenix. LOL. It stood for out for war. I'm doing the same thing, but out about drug abuse as you, Mark. Yeah. Smitty, I send my prayers out to you. I know you're in a lot of pain. I hope it goes away, and I'll be praying for you. M. Smitty, thanks, Ray. I took my meds, so about an hour I'll be crashed out. Hopefully you feel better, Smitty. Appreciate you coming in. The gang life and the drug life go hand in hand, and both lead to death or prison or a miserable life. Yeah, I mean, it's all part of that, the lifestyle. G Thoughts, he made Paul Castellano the new boss on his deathbed, not because he was the best, but because it was his cousin, when everyone knew Neil, the underboss, deserved the promotion. Ray Diaz, okay, Smitty, take care, brother. Dr. Chapatin, yeah, that graph shit is something else, también. Your new got beef, you inherit all, and any hate towards your graph crew shits like gangs all over. Mark 22 said, preach it, brother. Appreciate that. Mark, yeah, after 50 years plus, you speak the truth. Cricket preaching. Keep on preaching. There's a street legend there from EMT. You ever heard of that, Tom? No, I don't, doctor, said Tom. G Thoughts. Hey, I remember there, whatever happened to that crazy dude. G Thoughts. I won't lie, I hated his graph skills, but he had the biggest balls in all of Arizona. Tom Drover, my son was a grapher. He tagged manager making graphers run. MGR. Dr. Chapatin, I'm sure he's still flying within the city. He's probably gotten to a point where he's too old to be out nightly. Also, with the ramifications, if a street legend gets caught, she will be on top. G Thoughts, he's the equivalent of Tulsa's STP Tug in Los Angeles, catching tags on the highest billboards around. Not just anyone can do such a thing. Dr. Chapatin said, Deer was and is for sure always going to be a legend. Is Deer still alive? Tulsa STP is dead. Rest in peace. That Yantewak 100, my opinion, 100 say those remarks publicly to make himself more popular, to get views or whatever. I'm tired about hearing it. No disrespect to Sur Cali, homies. Dr. Chapatin, Caper NG is old school, brother. Older than Dare. Damn, Gacho, said Stephen Morales. What happened, Stephen? G Thoughts, I'd have to do some digging, but I'm sure that Vato's still kicking, G. M. Smitty, Kyle, see you, Cricket. I'll support you as much as I can. I'm gone. All right, Smitty, I appreciate you coming in, brother. Have a good night. Hopefully you have a good night, brother, and the pain don't keep you fucked up. Oh, I gotta go. Have a good night, Smitty. Take care. Can I get an autograph picture with you and Chopper? Oh, that's the first laugh. Autograph picture. All right, Cricket. I'm calling it a night. Good night, Chronicles family. Yeah, I am too. I appreciate you guys. I know I started real late, and so I don't want to keep everybody um, saying you're too late. I just didn't want to not come in, and after I told you guys I would be here today, and I was gonna have this paperwork and all that, so I wanted to keep my word on that stuff. Do you think crime activity shoots up when the city has low police force? Ah, man, I don't know. That's a good question, bro. I think it depends. I don't know, man. Have they done? I'm sure they've done studies on that. I'd like to see that for real. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not positive. Bubba Mesa. Good night, everyone. So tomorrow, Bubba, we'll get you in tomorrow tonight. Chop wanted to come on, and then I was running late, and we didn't get all this stuff together the way I wanted to. And then I had this paperwork I wanted to show. Like again, I tell you guys I'm going to do something. I try to do it. So I had to come on tonight. I had to give you guys, show the paperwork because I told you guys I would yesterday. Um, I just want to keep my word to you guys as much as possible when I can. You know what I'm saying? I know shit happens. So it is what it is. But definitely wanted to come in and have this conversation. Today was pretty good. I think we had a good conversation about it. That back and forth, man, dialogue between us. I think we're gonna come up with some good shit for these kids. Most of I started the nonprofit organization, and I'm trying to get it to the point where we can start going into these facilities, talking to these kids, and then have something for them on the street. You know what I mean? So they can have somewhere to be safe, and they can learn skills and hear all these stories that we're telling of that, so we can kind of pull the I guess you'd call it the curtains off of their eyes, I mean, and they can come in to everything no longer blind, you know what I'm saying? If they have all the information, then they can make a decision based on that, and that's what they need, bro. Right now they come in, younger people, I'm not saying kids, but younger people like me look up to the M. They the glorification stories where people tell you like, oh yeah, when I was on this yard, this carnal had this happen. Like all of this, that's glorification story, war story shit. And I tell the stories. I'll tell the stories too. I'm guilty of that because I know that's the entertainment factor here. But I also do it in a way where I think I let you know the treacherous parts, the backstabbing parts, all of those things, so that at the end of the story, instead of sitting there saying, damn, that vato was down, eh? Or damn, that motherfucker's feet, all that bullshit, people can say, damn, man, what the fuck? He did that dude dirty, or damn, man, he was done dirty, or man, that's crazy the way they treat each other. Like, those are the responses that need to be coming out. Not all this he's down shit. Anybody can kill, bro. That's easy. Now, the hard part is doing what a lot of you do. Take care of your family, your kids, your ruca. You go to work. Like a lot of you have been through it. You've gone to the joint and all that, but now here we are. Now we're here and we're supporting our kids and we're living our life. But there's a lot of kids out there that don't have that. And so they need to hear this. They don't have that role model, that positive thing in their life that they can look at and say, I want to be like that. I want to be like that fireman that grew up in the neighborhood too. Or I want to be like that cop that grew up in the neighborhood. Or I want to be that professor at the college, man. That dude grew up in the neighborhood and ended up doing that. Like, check it out. That's a trip, huh? Like, those are options. Those are viable options to become for these kids. And they don't see it on a day-to-day basis. And so coupled with the actual stories of these vatos where we can come out and say, and they can look at it and say, fuck, man, that dude was stupid. He did all that shit, did 20 years, lost all that for what? You know what I mean? Like, that's the response that needs to come now. Not the glorification, not the, oh, they're so hard, and oh, what a great guy, or damn, he's down for the barrio, or man, he said he put it down for the homies. Like, come on, man. That's not what would you want your kid thinking and saying that? And if your answer to that is no, none of these fucking kids should be doing it. And we have the wherewithal and the actual stories that could probably get them to say it differently. You know what I mean? Not look at it the way they've been looking at it. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will be back. Have a good night. Man, I talked my ass off. My bad, brothers. I'm sorry. Good night, man.